Hello, everyone. Hope everybody is having a fantastic, fabulous weekend. I am Sean Farrell. Just want to say thank you to all my subscribers who watch my channel. Thank you. May God bless you. And thank you for caring about mental health so much. This is something that I like to talk about. This is something that I like to look up and research. And I've dealt with mental health issues before, and just by bringing y'all these videos, this is a form of healing for me, and this is something that I just enjoy doing, just bringing y'all content, just talking about mental health when many people don't want to. So, with that being said, today's topic is depression in the workplace. Now, you might be surprised to know this, but I have dealt with depression in the workplace before. Now you might say, well, how do you do? How do you deal with depression in the workplace? Well, when I get to work, I'm able to mask it. I'm able to mask it. Put a mask on. No, I can mask my depression. But then when the workday is over, that mask pretty much comes off. And but just some facts that I like to bring you. Depression ranks among the top 3 workplace problems for employee assistance professions, following only family crisis and stress. 3% of total short-term disability days due to depressive disorders, or 76% of those cases, the employee was a female. Again, 3% of total short-term disability days are due to depressive disorders, and in 76% of those cases, the employee was female. Now, I consider that a pretty staggering number. Because sometimes when you think about workplace depression, you might think about, oh, well, that applies to men. Well, yeah, it applies to men, but when I saw that 36% of the cases the employee was female, that was a staggering stat that I did not know. So yeah, the annual economic cost of depression. This was back in 1995, but it was $600 for every depressed worker. And nearly 1/3 of those costs, or 72%, costs related to an absentee and lost productivity at work. Almost 15% of those suffering from severe depression will die by suicide. Again, you already know this, but but I almost died by suicide. And there were times at work while I was actively working while I was actively working that suicide was on my mind while I was working. It was just that. It was just that bad. It was just that bad at work. I was actively thinking about suicide while I was working. It was just that bad. It was just that bad. Now, I didn't. Now, I didn't die by suicide, but I was thinking about it quite often, and I was thinking about what my coworkers would say. Excuse me. I would dream about what my coworkers would say um, when I was when I committed suicide. I actually dreamed about what they would say. Um, so yeah, so yeah, not an easy thing to talk, not an easy thing to talk about, but hey, um, oftentimes a depressed employee will not seek treatment because they fear that the effect it will have on their job, and they are concerned about confidentiality. Um, Many employees are also unaware that they have depression or fear that their insurance is inadequate to cover costs. Um, I don't. Back when I was at FedEx, I can't ever remember a time where I took a day where I say in the first 3 to 4 years, I can't remember a time where I ever took a day or a week off. Well, yeah. I did take like one day off or something like that, but I never took like a full week off. And if I knew then what I know now, that you need to take some days for your mental health. If I knew that back in the early 2000s, early mid to late 2000s, I probably would have taken some more mental health days. But I didn't. I told. I definitely didn't tell nobody at work. I definitely didn't tell nobody in the workplace. Um, but there was a time where I gave somebody a card, like a little business card to look at, and I had completely forgotten. This was at work now, and I had completely forgotten that I had wrote on the back. Think of ways to kill self, kill myself. Yeah, I completely forgot that I even wrote that, and for some of my coworkers, that's all they could think about. That's all they could. That's all they thought about. Because it happened on a Friday, and that's all they could think about through the weekend, and it was definitely some concern for me. Um, they thought that it concerned a certain woman that I liked at work, but no, it had nothing to do with that. No, it had nothing to do with her. It was everything to do with what I was going through myself. in my personal life, and in some ways in my professional life as well. Um, Now, most employers will refer a depressed employee for help if they are aware of the symptoms. Again, I told nobody at work that I was depressed, except I just mentioned that 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 one of my coworkers discovered that um, I wanted to think of ways to kill self. So I wouldn't necessarily say I told. They just found out. Well, I don't know. I don't know. 64% of a national mental health America survey respondents said they would refer an employee to a health professional. Um, um, I made the decision to go get help, myself. It wasn't anybody at work who encouraged me or nothing like that. No, I chose to go get help myself because um, there were issues that just had to be worked out. And I was around 22, 23 years old back then. I'm 35 now. I'm still there. I'm still there. I'm still there. Still in counseling. Um, no, and just some other symptoms. Um, you know, clinical depression. Clinical symptoms of clinical depression. Persistent sad or anxious mood. That was me. That was me when I was 19, 20, 21, 22. Sleeping too little, early morning awakening or sleeping too much. Again, that was me. Loss of interest in activities once enjoyed. Restlessness, irritability, persistent physical symptoms that don't respond to treatment, headaches, chronic pain, digestive disorders, difficulty concentrating, remembering, or making decisions, fatigue or loss of energy, feeling guilty, hopelessness, or worthlessness, loss of death, or suicide. All of these are things that things I that I have to help with. Um, um, Now y'all may not know this, but I actually went to school for a short time after I graduated high school. I only took 3 eco courses. But I was so embarrassed that I did not know the material that I didn't even go to class one day. I just didn't go to class one day. I thought I was just a dumb, depressed student who would never amount to anything. And it definitely affected the way I thought about myself, affected the way that I thought about myself as a student. Um, and, just these things that I just rattled off. The main one being thoughts of death or suicide. Um, um, Difficulty concentrating, making decisions. Um, I was always fatigued. Always lacked some sort of energy. Um, you know, um, and the one persistent, sad, anxious, or empty mood. Um, you know, I was feeling pretty empty and sad because I thought, where the hell am I going? And when I thought, and when you think you have no future, I thought I had no future. The best thing for me was just to just put a gun to my head or put a knife to my wrist, and so um, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. Um, and maybe maybe um, and maybe well, first of all, I'm glad that I didn't do it, and the fact that I'm bringing y'all sharing personal stories with you makes me feel um, really, really good. And that sign right there, says it all. Um, Made by my good friend, um, made by my good friend and former coworker, Shannon. Um, that sign right there says it all right there. Warrior, warrior. Um, and To get back to the point I was trying to make just a couple of seconds earlier, I'm glad that I didn't do it, and maybe that um, I didn't, I didn't do it. Glad I didn't. Um, Maybe I didn't do it because one day I will be talking to you all about some of the things that I went through and inspiring y'all who watch this channel. Just know that there is hope. Just know that um, um, there is hope. Um, there is hope. Okay, there is there there is always hope. There is always hope. Um, I'm just beginning to actually recover from all of these things that I just mentioned. And it took me years um, um, to deal with all that. I'm just now truly recovering. I'm just now truly recovering. And every day is a process. You're not gonna have you're not gonna have good days every day during recovery. I mean, I was depressed 3 times this week, but that's what recovery is, man. Recovery is like, Mm, mm, mm. No. Everyday process. It's a it's a process. And I'm enjoying the process of recovery. I'm enjoying the process. All right. That's all I got to say. Um, Thank you for watching this channel. Thank you. May God bless you. There's always hope. Peace. Don't ever give up hope. Again, don't ever give up hope. Victory is yours. Not mine. Victory is yours. Thank you for watching.